I'm Hannah Wallace and welcome to Finextra TV. Today we're in The Hague for the Temenos Community Forum 2019, the theme of which is Digital Banking Reloaded. Joining me now is Daniel Lattimore, Chief Research Officer of Celent, and Emily Steele, President of North America at Temenos. Hello to the both of you, thank you for joining me.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Daniel, coming to you first, there's no doubt we're seeing an increase of digital banks being launched in the US, but what would you say is the outcome of these digital disruptors on the industry?
It's interesting that digital disruptors have pushed banks to move farther and faster than they would have absent that pressure. But banks have done things in the last 5 years that we never would have imagined, goaded by these external competitors. And at the end of the day, the consumer is the winner.
All right, and Emily, coming to you, what do you think US banks need to focus on to succeed in this space?
Yeah, I think, as Dan was describing, the competitive nature of what's occurring in the banking space today means that now there needs to be a focus really on the customer. It's about agility, personalization. It's about bringing products to customers that they need. It's about being able to help financial institutions decrease costs in order to focus on the consumer. Some of the ways that we're seeing that occur is through a move from a in-house to a cloud environment, which enables them both from a decrease in costs as well as to become more agile and focus on that consumer experience and consumer journeys.
That's really interesting. Daniel, would you like to add to that?
Well, I think that notion of the consumer at the center of everything is key. And what technology is letting banks do is touch the consumer in ways that in the past would not have been cost effective. But now they can not just try to sell new things or tell them what has happened, but look at what's going on in their lives and give them hints, give them encouragement in ways that just would not have been affordable just a few years ago.
All right, so that's the sort of current situation, but looking towards the future, sort of the crystal ball question, what's the outlook for the future? What developments do you see ahead?
Well, if you look at the number of financial institutions, banks, community banks, credit unions in the US, it has been declining inexorably for a generation. And we don't see that stopping. The question really is, are you going to be a survivor? Or are you going to be one of those who gets consigned to the dustbin of history?
Yeah, and from our perspective, if we take that to the next step, because we agree the market is declining, so the focus really needs to be acting now and responding to that and ensuring that you're able to reach the customer so that you're winning at the end of the day. But it's a sense of urgency that has to happen now.
So watch this space. Emily, Daniel, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
You get back to the event. Thank you.
Great, thanks.
And thank you for watching.